Hello everybody, this is Japhet from the Art of Trading, and we're back with another episode of the Daily Top 10 where we analyze the trending stocks objectively and see where price action takes us. So let's get right into our index. First, we're looking at PSEI right here and see what it did today. So we're up 23 points or 0.34% today, even with a negative net foreign. We closed at 69.42 points for today. So we do see that in this candle, reflecting on this candle with a push on the upside and trying to break this downtrend line that we have. So we are looking for it to push on the upside and form some sort of, consolidation at this price point or on this area right here at 6,900, and hopefully build a support there as it slowly climbs back up to potentially the 7,000 point range. So it's been rallying since the beginning, or since the end of February right here, and the beginning of March. It's just been going up, and that's a good bullish 4-day run that we have for our index. So let's get right onto our first trending stock with PHA. So there was a lot of movement on this one today. So today we are looking for it to potentially hold this trend line right here. So we looked at this yesterday and it was just on this support range, but it managed to break back down on this range at 3 peso 2.9 to 3 peso level. So we were hoping that it would break up or at least close above the 3.2 level, but it did not. So there was another rejection on the upside right here. So we shall see what happens. This is like the fourth time now, the third or fourth time that it has happened, that it tried to push beyond 3.2 level, but it got rejected. But this time we found ourselves in the support area at 2.96. So our range is still holding up. So it did not manage. The bad side was it did not manage to close above 3.2 levels, because we saw a sell-off towards the end or after it unhalted. So when the halt was lifted, everyone just started selling this stock, and those people who were probably caught back up here had to cut their losses around this point, around our support area. So tomorrow we shall see if this support area holds. If it doesn't, we could be seeing a pierce below and find ourselves right here again at the 2.8 or 2.77 levels. So we shall see what it does, but for now the trend line is holding up and the support area is holding up, but we do see a massive rejection from a high of 3.45 and it closed at 2.96. So there was a negative 5.73% from the opening, and that's kind of sad to see, but we have a lot of net foreign for PHA. So up next we have Dito. For Dito, it managed to bounce actually. So it did retest our potential support zone right here at 14.7 with a low of 14.5, but it bounced right back up. But we still have our 5.8 resistance zone intact right here. I think, why is it 15.18? So this is 15.6 to 16.2. So this is actually 15.6. So that was the support zone before that it pushed beyond or below that. So it did retest here at 14.73, but we found ourselves holding that as a support zone in this 14.7 area. So we shall see if it continues to build a support area right here for Dito as it stops the bleeding. I might have to change this to a, let me see, 15.8. So it was accurate at 15.8. So we were looking at 15.8 to 16.2 acting as a resistance still. So it managed to bounce up from there, but I'm hoping that it builds some level of consolidation right here and stops going down. So if it does that, we should be safe to to be comfortable here on this area, acting as support range at around 14.5 to around 15. So that should be a comfortable support zone if this does hold up. So let's see what it does. Let's see what happens on this one. And we definitely do see our resistance still holding. I'm gonna make this as a resistance zone or area at 16.7. That's the immediate resistance zone for now. So this was also acting as a support level, but we shall see. Now it's a resistance, and this is definitely also acting as a resistance. Our support zone where it first bounced pretty big. So let's see, it bounced quite well on this area right here, so we shall put that as support zone. So let's see what it does. This area at 14.5 to 15 is a good area for it to build some level of support. So let's mark that for everybody watching so that you could take note of this as well. So that's a good support range that it's holding, and hopefully it does, you know, break above this level and creates another support area right here. So hopefully it does break above, because if it does and it creates some level of support right here, that would be the best case scenario if it breaks back into this support area as we keep on pushing on the upside for this one. So we shall see what happens. It could still get rejected at 15.8 levels. This could be a resistance still. We shall watch out for what this stock does for now. So yeah, our resistance is still holding up, and now it's supposedly acting as support. So yeah, this is an area 14.5 to 15. Hopefully that becomes the new support for this one. So we shall see what it does, but for now it is definitely holding up in this range. So because we had a massive bounce from there, and then now it retested successfully, as we have pointed out before, I think last week. So yeah, that's it for Dito. And then moving on to AR retested our zone of support again. So it broke the downtrend, broke back into the support zone, and closed right on that support area that we were specifying and looking at to build a support area. So it was kind of hyped the last couple of days, and those who jumped in here saw a rejection at around 0.63. So the daily candle closed down here at 0.0046 with a negative 14%. So that's kind of sad, but we have a lot of foreign buying for today. So we are hoping that this support area at 0.0042 to 0.0049 holds up, and if it does, this will be a great zone to accumulate before potentially the next bullish run on this one. So we shall wait and see what happens for AR. Let's move to our next one with APL. APL is holding that consolidation range, but it has ended this downtrend right here. The daily short-term downtrend was ended with this massive push on the upside, and this support zone did indeed hold up. And now we closed at 26.50, positive 6%, and a lot of foreign net today at 4.9 million. Our low was 24.10, but that held up. So that was within our support range for the daily time frame, and that is good. That is looking great for APL. We shall see what it does. We shall see what happens. But yes, it is holding this support range, and we are trying to push well above this resistance right here at 29.29. So we are still trying to finish or close above that price range. So let's just close that there at an even 29.29. So let's see whether that pushes above after this great huge candle that bounced off from our support range. So up next we have ACEN, who closed on a positive note as well, above 0.84% or 0.06 cents today, with a lot of with more foreign buyers coming into this. So it's still kind of deciding where it wants to go, but we do see so yeah, we have maintained this range now, but we do see it you know, building this higher low right here. So we have a higher low with a rejection on the downside right on our support zone. So that's good. That's a good movement for today, but we are hoping that it maintains this range and pushes, you know, attempts to push on the upside. So we shall see what happens, but it will, I think it's wanting to attempt to break the 8 peso resistance as it builds the support that was tested once, twice, and the third time now with a little bit of a higher low right here. So that's a good sign for ACEN, and it did slow down on the going down for it. So let's see what it does over the next few days, but definitely watching this higher low as it builds this, you know, symmetrical triangle kind of thing. So let's see what it does, if it does break out or break above, but it's holding our support zone right here. So let's move to our next one with BSC. So for BSC, what did BSC do today? It also had a huge bounce. Let me fix our let me fix our chart right here. So it did break back in. We're on the daily time frame. So this was acting as a resistance, but then it pushed, and then now we are holding our 1 point. Wow. Let me adjust it to 1.3 to about 1.15. 1.13. So our immediate support at 1.13 was pierced. It was the resistance right here, but this support area held up. This was the daily time frame support before, so it's in a very sideways movement. It's just maintaining this movement right here, and then now it pierced back into this resistance turned support now again. So this was a support zone, broke below that, hit our bigger more significant daily support time frame right here, and then it bounced right off of that, and then now it pierced through this immediate support or resistance before, and now I'm hoping that it acts as a support level as it slowly pulls back, closing in at 1.18 or a positive 6% today. So it did rally from down here, and it pierced through into this support zone once again. So let's see what it does, but we have a lot of foreign investors coming in. So this is a good movement within this range for BSC, but it is definitely ranging, and it's moving sideways. So anything like this, it has the potential to, you know, potentially break that 1.28 resistance in the future, and we are just waiting for that strong movement to pierce it. But for now, I'm hoping that it builds a level of support at 1.15 range. So let's move to our next one in Abacore. Maintaining that support area right here at 1.2 range. So it's not moving too much as well for Abacore, and it's just maintaining this support range. So it broke back into the support range after breaking this massive downtrend. So it's a good move for this one, and it's definitely wanting to build a support range at around this area. Let me make this simpler. Let's make it simpler, easier to see. So we had a resistance turn support here at 1.15 to 1.2. Let's see there. Let's make it easier to see and understand. So we ended this downtrend, and we had this support built, and now it's pulling back to that 1.2 range once again after failing to breach 1.36, which is our resistance, our immediate resistance for now. So it's still hoping to sustain this move right here before breaking above. So I'm hoping that it builds higher low areas right here in the future, as it is pushing on the upside right here. So hopefully it continues moving up and maintains this trend line, but this is too steep, so it's probably gonna be maintaining this right here. So hopefully it maintains the 1.2 levels, and definitely an accumulation phase for Abacore if you're into this one. So up next we have who is still on this downtrend, although we see a massive rejection on the downside as it bounced on our support zone that we have identified since a while back. So it is back on its support zone and it's wanting to bounce from there, but it still hasn't fully pierced through this downtrend. So we shall wait and see what happens as it maintains this support area right here at 6.3 to 6.5. So up next we have MAH on our last one for today. MAH, we haven't looked at this in a while. Wow, I haven't included this on our daily top 10 episode in a while. So let's clear this. Let's clear our drawing for MAH. So we still have our areas of interest. Hold up, sorry, my bad. So what is this telling us now? So MAH broke this downtrend right here, retested that downtrend, but we still have this resistance holding up at around 3.9 levels, but we have built some level of support right around this area right here, which is a good support zone that it is maintaining. So even if we had this pullback right here, it is maintaining this support range at 2.83 to 2.95. Let's just label that 2.83 to 2.95. So that's a good range of support for MAH as it pulls back after breaking above this downtrend right here. So it is definitely holding this resistance right here. Our immediate resistance is at 3.3 levels, so 3.33. So yeah, close at 3.12 with a 7% positive today. So we shall see it's creating this bigger range now after stopping itself from going down. So we had this low right here, but we are able to hold this up. So it stopped there and it bounced definitely from that area. So we could see it, hopefully maintain this price range right here. So that's it for me. Let's go back to PSEI. Let's check this great push and attempt to break this downtrend. It's not like this one, it's not like this candle where it got rejected. So this one's like a pretty good push coming from below here. So the bulls are definitely taking over our index. So hopefully this continues on, but still be vigilant still, as we are still trying to recover from this downtrend right here since January. So we are still holding that downtrend, but we are for sure trying to break above with our higher lows right here and a good push on this trend line right here. So we shall see what happens for our index, but for now I just want to close it right here. And as always, I want to remind you guys that you have to stay patient with your trading, be disciplined, and strive to be consistent. That's it for me for today. I hope you guys picked up something from this one to supplement your trading, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.